Hey guys, Chief Bosco here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Studio Series number 29, Sideswipe.
Damn, I'm good.
Hey guys, so I'm back. I've been away for a period of about 3 weeks due to personal reasons. I apologize. It's good to be back though. I've just copped a new Studio Series figure, Studio Series Sideswipe, and here's an amazing figure, and I'm very excited to get into this review. Again, I'm sorry for being away for so long, and I'm happy to be back. So first, as per usual, we'll have a quick look at the box. Here we have our box with our illustration or picture of Sideswipe from the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen movie. We have number 29, Studio Series Sideswipe, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, age 8+, Transformers Generations, Takara Tomy. On the side we have a zoomed in picture of his head and chest. We have Studio Series number 29. He is a Deluxe class figure, so he is quite small. On this side we have some, on the back we have pictures. We have his product shots, his Dread standoff is the backdrop, big screen inspired. Sideswipe backs up Ironhide in a head-to-head against the Dreads. 18 steps, other figures. On this side we have a zoomed out version of the picture on the other side with Transformers Authentic. On the top we have a window to view the figure at the top. It's actually Dark of the Moon, not Revenge of the Fallen. My apologies. He did show up in Revenge of the Fallen though. And this here's the bottom, which has nothing on it. Of course, inside you get your display stand. This is very small compared to all the others because I've only had Voyager and Leader class figures, and they all are a lot bigger. So this is really small. It's really nice. It is the Dread standoff where it was between the two Dreads and Ironhide. Two Dreads versus Ironhide and Sideswipe. But this is a really nice stand, really small, so I may be able to stand him up on my shelf with it. But that's all for the box and for the stand. He does also come with his instructions just here. They're nothing much, just like that. Now onto the figure itself. Sideswipe takes the form of a Chevrolet Centennial Corvette convertible in the Transformers Dark of the Moon movie. Now, they've done a fantastic job in emulating this car in this figure. The sleek lines, the transparent windshield, and also all the details that are put into the seats and into the center box and the steering wheel. The red brake lights and the spoiler and the 8 exhaust pipes. The wheels are real nice. He does roll. Alright. The front is really nice looking. It's just a really nice looking car. On the bottom, there is a bit of kibble. You have your chest, your legs, your arms, and your head. You do have the guns actually stored here in vehicle mode. So we can take them off if we want, and we just plug this back in there. Just like so. And now we have just a normal back piece. These are the two guns that come with Sideswipe, his twin blasters. They're really nicely done. Like, you got a silver, black, and a dark gunmetal grey color scheme going on with them. I really like them personally. They're both identical. Just like that. There is no other way to store them on the vehicle mode. They don't just pop into a socket to make it look like it's firing. You do plug them into the back as exhaust pipes. So that is the first idea of weapon storage. The second is actually his blades. Just here, they actually plug in and become a part of the car. plugging in with a slot right there and a clip right there. Slot there, and those two clips go on either side of the first. Just in there like that, and that fits really well. It looks really nice. Now, I really like how they've done this, because usually you just have to throw the weapons away when you put it into vehicle mode, but these integrate them very nicely. But that's just about all for what we can see. The paint scheme is amazing. I love this paint. It looks really nice. It feels nice too. You got the stingray symbol on the front, the two flags. You got some ventilation shafts. All around, it's a really nice looking car. Behind the wheels, you can see the brake pads, which is a nice little touch. Now for comparisons. Here he is with a figure I haven't actually reviewed yet, and I don't know if I will. I might in a special. But they do appear in the movie together. Here he is with Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Skit and Mudflap, the original two, which they became in they came in one vehicle mode but two robots. Now, these scale really nicely in my opinion. I really like how they look together. This is definitely Studio Series scale and Studio Series quality. I really like this figure. I picked it up from a fair, and I really like the scale and how well they work together. Getting him out of there. Here he is with Studio Series Megatron. Just like that. Have that to scale there. Here he is with Studio Series Brawl. There you have that. Here he is with Studio Series Blackout. There's a massive difference there. Have a sense of scale. Here's a very small figure. Here he is with a figure who is a bit more of his size. Transformers Masterpiece Bumblebee. There you have that. They're about the same size. Sideswipe is a bit wider. Have that. And here we have him with his Masterpiece G1 counterpart. Masterpiece Sideswipe. There we have that. Lamborghini Countach and Centennial Chevrolet. But that's all for comparisons. There is no weapon storage on this figure, which actually has the guns facing forward like they're shooting. It is all just like integrated, which I enjoy. I like that. It's a nice change. Now, on to transformation. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to unplug his two arm swords and just put them off to the side, just there. And now you have the vehicle to work on. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is just unplug the sides here and unplug these doors just like that. So now you've kind of split them apart in the front. Now these should untab in the middle, just there, and then swing down out of the way, and that's how you just get that first part all started up. Then you want to bring this part out and around, and then fold this in, and this side comes in as well, and then they split. Just untab. Just here. It's a bit difficult to get it because it is on a tight joint. I'll be back. Alright, so I was doing something wrong, of course. You actually gotta fold this all the way around like so, and then that gets out of the way, and then you split it here like that, and that creates 1 foot done like that. Now onto the next foot, fold it out, bring this up, split these here, and bring it up there, and split the feet again. And there you have his feet and legs all done. Now you've gotten the legs done, if you want to work on the arms, just swing them down like that and flip the hand out, which is a bit of a pain. I'll be right back, I just gotta go overkill. Okay, so yeah, that works a charm. Don't let anyone say I ever overcompensate for anything. But there you got his arms flipped out. Now you wanna untab all this area back here. Untab these tail lights from the thing. Everything is on ball joint, so do not need to be overly worried about things coming apart or breaking. I myself have a small heart attack every time something breaks. Now with that, just fold this down and that'll make it easier to plug this back in, if it is even remotely possible. Yep, there it is. And now that'll fold all the way down on top of his chest and become his chest. And you just want to position these correctly. Then on this hinge here, you're going to bring the arms up. Same on this side, arms up. So then the forearm is facing forward. Now coming around to the back, you want to flip this part inwards, bring it out and rotate it around. Bring this, rotate it around. This comes down and this folds over the top of his back. And you can have his wings splayed out like this. I prefer to have them down here like that. There are multiple hinges. There's a joint in there that you can use to swing them down even further. I prefer to have them down like that because that is movie accurate. But there you have Sideswipe in his robot mode, and currently, out of all my figures at the moment, this is my favourite. Except for the fact that he is very difficult to stand up. There it is. This has to be my favourite Studio Series figure yet. I'm going to lower the camera. But here we have Sideswipe in his robot mode. And it's bloody amazing what these people can do. Have a really accurate vehicle mode and have an even more accurate robot mode. And when I first got this figure out of the packaging, I was like, holy moly, this is small. But right now, I'm kind of thinking that I don't mind him being small. There is a ton of detail on this tiny figure all around. The backpack, not killing me. I'm not someone who gets really annoyed by backpacks like this. In fact, I'm either neutral about them or I like them. Some backpacks really enhance the look of a figure. Coming around to the back, it's alright. It is a big bonnet, but you know, I believe, is it on a mushroom peg? It is, so, you know, if it annoys you, just pop it off. There you go. Then you take away that piece of cable, and undoubtedly it looks better. He looks a lot slimmer. Then you got that. But then, if that annoys you too, you know, just take this part off too. I'll be back. Yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend trying to unplug that one there. But you know, you have this option if you so wish. It does slim him down a lot. With this one, it's on the back and it does seem to bulk him up a bit more. Take it away, he looks a bit slimmer, at least from my perspective. Going back around and plugging it back on. Fold it all back down. And fold that up. It does serve to lock in everything back there. But there you have that. Now onto articulation. His head can look up that far, down that far, and do a full 360. It's on a nice ball joint. His back wings can rotate on that hinge in there, right there, and a ball joint. So you can have them splayed out backwards, like that if you so wish, like is displayed on the back of the box. Bring them back down. You have a ball joint here to display these how you wish. Arms can go out that far. They can swivel there. They can also swivel at this point here, which is a really hard swivel, difficult. You have an elbow bend of about 90 degrees, or 45, or whatever. I don't remember angles. And no articulation in the hand. He does have a waist swivel, which is nice. He can kick that far and go that far back. Legs can go all the way out to the side, so he can almost do the full splits. Got thigh swivel here. You got a bend at this, and it does have some actual suspension here, some springage like that, and you do have this. So he does have legs a bit like Megatron's. So you have that, but displaying him like that makes him a hell of a lot smaller. So you can have him a bit like that, or you can have him straight legged. Either or. And that bends back about that far. And then you have no ankle tilt, but then you also have all this to play around with. So you can have him wheeling around because those wheels do rotate. Not freely, but they do rotate. So there you have your articulation. Now on to weapons. With his guns, they just peg into his hands. Like this. And you can get him holding his guns just like that. Or like in the Mexican standoff. Have him standing like that. There you have that. Onto his arm swords. Oh, there's that. There's almost no hinges on this figure. It is mostly joints and no pin hinges. There's mostly friction joints and mushroom pegs. But these plug in by way of a small tab there and a slot in the top of the hand. Tab in just like that, and this is probably how I'm actually going to display the figure with his arm swords, which look very nice indeed. They're a nice shiny chrome color, probably easily scratched, so probably look out for that. There you have that. Now on to comparison. Moving him off to the side and changing his feetsies so he can stand. Angling up. Let's get on to comparisons. So first up, we have Mud Flap. No, this is Skids. Is it? No, it's Mud Flap. Sorry. I haven't gotten these guys out in a little while. And Mud Flap there. So there we have a sense of scale between those guys. It is a very nice scale. I like it. I like it a lot. Here he is with Studio Series Megatron. The guy with the bent legs who can't stand up straight. There we have a sense of scale right there. About half height. He's a very small figure. Here he is with Studio Series Brawl. There's a sense of scale there. Here he is with my first favourite Studio Series figure. I'm pretty sure this guy's probably taken over as my favourite Studio Series figure that I own, because he is just so beautifully accurate. I don't like the size comparison. I believe he should be a bit bigger than Megatron, but somehow he's smaller. But there you have a sense of scale there. Here he is with Transformers Masterpiece Bumblebee. So they're about the same height. Right there. And last but not least, here he is with his Masterpiece counterpart. Masterpiece Sideswipe. But there you have that. All in all, Takara Tomy has done a fantastic job working with Hasbro on this figure. He may only be 12 centimeters tall, but do not let that fool you. He is one of the most accurate figures I've ever seen, coming close to the accuracy of the Masterpiece figures. I really enjoy this figure. I pulled him out and my first thought was, oh no, it's going to be one of these figures. But for a figure with no die-cast parts, all plastic, and its size, it is probably one of the best quality figures I've ever had. Now, of course, to be honest, I just sounded like I had a sponsor, but I don't have a sponsor. This is a very nice figure. I would definitely recommend you pick it up. I don't know where you should pick it up from. I got mine from in-store, but you can get yours anywhere. It's an amazing looking figure with an amazing scale. It is my first Autobot Studio Series figure. I only have Decepticons at the moment, but I'm going to have a ton of fun with him, I know. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you enjoy, and hopefully my next video will be up soon. See ya!